The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.
Look what Nick gave me, Suze. You know how we did that thing yesterday?
Olympic pin.
Me and him get along. Have you seen it?
Oh, you guys are... Oh.
It's like from Sydney 2000. And it's like the Irish.
How did he get that?
I've got people.
He's got
Can I
people.
touch that? It's got a
You can touch it. Usually.
3-leaf clover.
Yeah, like that's right in my wheelhouse. And with the Olympic rings under it.
That's really nice.
That's
I'd like
pretty
one
cool.
of those too, actually.
You one of these? Have you got
How
one of
many
these
you got
to
at
take
home,
No,
Nick?
I said I'd want one. No, I don't. No, I don't.
Got to
Well,
stockpile.
I did a lot of pin swapping in Sydney, Ash, as you know, but I never got this one.
Oh, yeah.
It's my Irish heritage.
Lutzi was right into, seeing
Swapping.
if he could barter a T-shirt for a tracksuit.
Yeah.
What's the best thing you
Swapping
swapped
pins.
and got?
Well, probably the one with the good story, because it was like, we were wearing 4BC shirts. Just a 4BC shirt. And I went to the Mexican television studio, because you just walk around different studios, and this guy gave me this like Mexican soccer jersey. It was a really cool one.
Is that what he was coming back the next day?
Yeah, because I was like,
Buzz, you'll love this.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
so Lutzi had done this trade, but anyway, on this particular day, Ray Hadley was our boss, who just announced his retirement. He's retiring.
Yeah.
He was
in
kind of a strict man,
Very strict, man.
would you say?
Oh, disciplinarian.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Hadley reminds me so much of my father.
What happened at the... I'm
Yes,
so
I
intrigued
hit
with this
one.
Mexican story.
So, yeah, anyway, I'm just trying to set the scene. Hadley was a hard taskmaster.
Yeah.
He really was. He was an intimidating guy.
Yeah.
Brilliant commentator. Great guy, actually.
And I've been walking around the International Broadcast Centre, just like going into different television studios, which you could do. It was amazing. And
And so we're all 24, 25. We're working really hard, but Hadley gets us together this one day, shuts the door to our broadcast station as part of the International Broadcast Centre, shuts the door and gets us all in together and says, "Do you guys think this is some type of holiday? Do you guys think that you're here just for a good time? There is work to be done here. If I see one," and this is
And he's sugarcoating it, by
This
the
is
way.
peppered. I'm leaving out all the swear words.
PG version.
Right?
Yeah.
But you guys are here to work. You work first, and this is going all around the country and blah, blah, blah. You're not here for a holiday, right in the middle of it.
and he's standing right next to the door.
He's standing right in front of the door. Hadley opens this door, and here's this Mexican kid who's about 5 foot, and he's got a yellow jersey and some flags and pins, and he goes, "Hello, is David here?"
I slid under the desk. I definitely slid under the computer desk.
Yeah, and that's not a joke. Lutzi was sitting on the floor, and he pushed himself, so he was sitting under the desk.
That's funny.
Do you still have that Mexican jersey?
That's a good question. I reckon I would have it somewhere.
I wonder if the Mexican still has the 4BC shirt.
Yeah.
Yes,
Just wearing it around town.
I wonder.
Oh, dear. Anyway.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.
Yesterday, I was on a phone conference yesterday, but it was funny because it was like my middle boy Sid. He's back and he's getting operated on today. He's going in for shoulder surgery down on the Gold Coast, and so he had his he's checking with the doctor or whatever, and he had to decide. There's 2 different types of operations he can get, where they go in arthroscopically, or this one called Latarjet, which is a far more sort of severe operation. You end up with a big scar. Anyway,
What's he getting rid of? Bradnam butt or
No, it's shoulder.
The nose? What is it?
No, it's a shoulder. It's nothing to do with the
The nose through the shoulder.
Yes. It wasn't a plastic
Through the
surgery.
shoulder to
Yes.
get to the nose.
Yeah, they get up through the proboscis. We'll have to go through the armpit. But
Right, shoulder though.
Anyway, so
Foot injury?
had to sort it out. Yeah, a footy injury.
Yeah.
And so we're on FaceTime. He FaceTimes us from the doctor's surgery because I'm in Brisbane. Jodie was working from home, so she couldn't do it. So we just need to be there to sort of spectate it, basically, and ask a couple of questions. And I didn't turn the video on my phone, so I was you could hear my audio, and Sid was he was showing the scans and all the rest of it. So I was telecasting out. No one needs to see me.
Yeah.
So all that came up was my little image on the thing. And Jodie was the exact same. All I saw was her picture and then it was Sid's picture from inside the doctor's surgery. It was somewhere along. And Jodie was being quiet. She wasn't. If there were any questions being asked, it was me from my end.
Yeah.
And then
who better to ask than you?
Yes. I was getting to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
But I at some stage, I don't know if Jodie bumped a phone or something. She must have, because all of a sudden I could see vision coming through from where Jodie's thing, but her phone went live.
Oh,
What's she doing?
And all I could see is, like, initially the phone must have been pointing up because all I could see was the ceiling, but it was evident she was walking around somewhere.
This could be anything. You know what she's like.
Yeah. I worked out pretty quick that she was at home. So I'm like, Jade's at home. But then she's put the phone down, and she obviously didn't realise. She didn't realise that her phone was on and the vision was on. And she's with the phone on the desk. It was dead set. It was shooting. Speaking of noses, it was shooting straight up her nostrils, like straight up her nostrils. And so all you could basically see was her nostril. She'd be mortified if she knew. And I wasn't listening to it at this stage. I'm not listening to a word the doctor said. No, I didn't. Come on. I didn't do anything like that. I'm just because initially I was trying to work out where she was. Where is she? And then I went, oh no, that's at home. She's at the kitchen table.
She's in a cave. Oh, that's her nostril.
But then she started eating. Like she must have gone. So what she must have done is gone to the fridge, and then she had something, but it was all just in such close up.
Oh, was that?
That it was graphic to watch.
What was she eating?
It looked like she was eating. I was trying to work that out. I'm like, is it? It looked like it was potato salad, but I'm going, she wouldn't eat the potato salad. I don't know what it was.
In the meantime, the doctor's probably saying some really important things. Your brain's elsewhere.
I swear the doctor was just as
mesmerised.
Had to be just as sidetracked.
So the doctor could see it, and the doctor's on the call.
Well, we would say, because Sid was there. Sid was there with the doctor,
yeah, right.
sort of, this is what's going on.
Jodie's eating potato salad.
I think it looked like potato salad.
Did she have?
It could have been ice cream.
Did she have?
No, it could have been yogurt, actually.
Clothes on and everything. Or?
No, she was. We didn't even actually get to see that much of it because.
Did you tell her?
I'm telling her now.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.
I came across this funny story of where this dad lost his daughter's iPhone. I was thinking about all the times. Well, I came across this story actually when I went to Melbourne, because I remember Cliff, when we went to Melbourne once for the same dinner I went to last week, he left his phone in the taxi, and he had that Find My iPhone thing where he could see it was back in the taxi rank at the
oh really
at the airport, and the taxi driver didn't know, and he was trying to call the taxi company or whatever, and we finally got it back, but.
So was it down the seat?
Yeah, it must have fallen down the seat. Yeah.
Remember the time that Cliff lost his phone? You guys were out skiing or something.
What about that one?
And he could see it was still on the side of the mountain. And didn't he try and dig through the snow? Or
no,
did he come back in the summer? No, what did he do?
Well, that's funny. This story is very similar to that one that I'm about to tell you. But that was on a really steep hill in Japan. Yeah, and he was filming himself as he went down the slope, and he saw when his phone fell out, so he knew kind of where it was on that big steep slope, and he hadn't done iCloud, so he hadn't backed up any of his stuff on his phone, so he really wanted it back for the photos and stuff. So the next day he made all of us, it was me, Alex, Bill and him, get shovels. We went to the office and asked if we could go and dig the slope to find his phone, and I did not want to. I said, Cliff, we can't go up there with shovels.
Was there a fresh dump overnight?
Yeah, and they'd actually there'd been a avalanche. They'd actually closed. There was a big crack. It just happened to be there was a big crack through that slope. Like you wouldn't write about it.
It's gone.
Did you get it back?
No.
No.
And he was still. He actually banged on about that for so long.
God, classic Cliff.
Classic Cliff. This one's similar. A guy was actually working at an ice rink, like setting the ice. Like he was part of the construction company that gets the ice ready, pours all the water in, blah, blah, blah. He'd taken his daughter's iPhone, for some reason left it somewhere. But the next day they noticed that they'd poured 60,000 gallons of water on the ice rink, and his daughter's iPhone is there's a photo of it. His daughter's iPhone is under the ice. I don't know how it got there. Yeah, and they couldn't get it out.
Was it still working?
No, it wasn't working. They couldn't actually get it out. They said, we can't. Because it's just there. It would crack the ice. They just spent
you can see it.
Heaps of dollars. It happened to be in a bright pink
That's so good.
Bribing iPhone.
It looks pretty cool, actually.
It said, the man put his device on the side of the rink when it was under construction, and then they poured 60,000 litres of water onto the structure, and he couldn't find his daughter's iPhone, and they found it. You're ice skating over it.
14-year-old too, she'd be so understanding that a phone was just taken away. What do you mean you poured 60,000 litres?
Why did you even have a phone?
Yeah, I'm trying to work out
why
why
did he have her phone?
I don't know. Whether maybe it was I don't know why he had the phone. We were wondering that. Why did he have his daughter's phone? And how did it actually get on the
Sounds
floor?
like a
was
gimmick.
It a prank?
Yeah, I reckon
by his
so.
workmates?
Because it looks quite good. They should do that more, though, when you think about it. Like, for ice rinks, because that's pretty boring.
put
Just
funny-
looks boring. You put funny stuff under it.
I bet you that's like the local gimmick when you're working there. You get the new kid. You go at the end of the day's work. Hey, Kev, where's your keys to your car? Just out of interest.
Oh, yeah, the keys.
Oh, they're right there.
Everyone laughs.
What else could you put there? Oh, someone's wallet, credit card. Credit card, so it shows that...
It shows the numbers.
Oh, yes.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.
We're talking, where did you leave your phone?
Emily, what happened to you?
Hey, well, I was pregnant at the time, so I'm sure it was baby brain. I opened one of those chest freezers and was getting something out, but put my phone down in the freezer, shut the door. And then my phone, of course, said it was in the house somewhere, but could not find it anywhere. So it was just a process of elimination.
Was it still working?
It was, yes, it still works. It still works. But I felt like I was going crazy. So
So close. You wouldn't look in the freezer, though, would you, if you'd lost it?
No, not at all. And I've done that with my car keys as well. Put them down in the fridge. Put them in the fridge.
This is a problem
God.
for you.
You start there next time you lose something, you understand?
Yeah.
The appliances.
Yes.
Peter, where did you leave yours from Capella?
So it was actually my husband. He actually left his phone on the boot of my car. Luckily, the phone actually had a magnet in the back of the case. And when I went down to get my click and collect groceries, I found it sitting on the boot of my car when I went down to open my boot.
Stuck to it.
Magnet. Yeah.
Now, how long did you drive there?
About 15 minutes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's very lucky.
Oh, he's very lucky.
Exactly.
Thank God for that.
That's what I meant.
All right, yep, Cara.
Hi, I left it at a Christmas market in Switzerland. I was looking through the markets, left it down somewhere, and then missed our Tiki bus, and we had to go to the next location, which was an hour and a half away, by taxi with no phone.
Oh, that's annoying.
Those Kentucky buses don't wait for anybody.
Don't they?
No,
They
it's
just leave
Don't
you
like,
wait
behind.
for anyone.
yeah, it's
if you
like
miss
we're
out.
leaving at
Really?
8:30 tomorrow morning, and it's like wheels are rolling at 8:30, and if you're not there,
Yeah.
it's like it's on you.
And sometimes you don't want to get
Yeah.
on it either. Ash. Remember you saying that? You don't want to get on it anymore. No. Because of the crimes of the previous evening.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to leave your phone in Switzerland.
Kayla.
Hello.
Where did you leave your keys?
hi.
So
I mean,
I was in New
phone.
Zealand at...
Sorry.
Hello.
Are you there?
No, hang on. We're going to put you on air.
Oh.
We're going to put you on air in a second. Hang on.
Oh.
Hey, Kayla, what happened to you?
So I was in New Zealand at the time, and it wasn't my phone, it was my car keys. And
Oh.
I decided to go with my family for a walk along this hill to a beach. And it was about a 5K track because we had to walk for a bit and then jump on the motorbikes and then go down. But anyway, at the end of the day, got back to my car, realised I'd lost my keys somewhere along that track. And so the next day, I got picked up, and then the next day my family went back, and we all walked this track again.
Yes.
And by the end of the day, my son, we couldn't find it, and then my son ended up saying, "Oh, keys," and pulled them out of his pocket. And I said, "Where did you find them?" And he said, "All the way back at the start."
Oh, that
I was
little shit.
like, mate.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.
Over the past few weeks since you announced that you're wrapping up at the end of this year, Suze, we've been kind of dipping into the archives and taking a trip down memory lane, some of your favourite moments. This one I wasn't here for, but Missy Higgins surprised you.
I remember this because Ash and I had been cycling that day. I don't know if you remember. And up Mount Cootha. And then at the end of it, we said, we've got to go to... I didn't know it was a surprise. We're going to go to the Alliance Hotel for something, remember? And you must have known about it, Ash, because you said to me, how did you say it? You said something like, make sure, wear something nice to the thing.
It's a weird thing to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
context.
I actually didn't. I forgot that was a surprise on you that she was there. So I didn't realise that.
Yeah. I mean, because I was likely to...
I remember we had to get her downstairs somehow.
Yeah.
At the Alliance.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know it was going to be a big deal. I thought we were going there quickly it was a sales thing, wasn't it? I thought we were just going to pop in. What did they tell me? I can't remember.
Remember Gorko owned it or something like that? Or Tim Malafont or someone was involved in it and we were just going to try the steak.
Yeah, it was
something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't
right?
like a big deal. And then I'm thinking, I wonder what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I was probably thinking, Susie's going to rock up in a pair of shorts.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah, wear something nice to this dinner with us and the font tonight.
Yeah.
Have a steak.
Yeah. And so we got there and Missy Higgins was there, who I followed her heaps when I was early 2000s when her Sound of White album came out. 20 years now that she's doing that concert for that.
She was good, didn't she? I liked her. Long hair looked different on her at the...
Arias.
At the Arias.
Yeah.
Oh, this was still short hair, Missy, was it?
Oh, was it?
God, I can't remember.
That's a good question.
You know, she gave us a real scoop that day and we didn't run with it. She said the special two was about her and her sister, that song.
That's right, yeah.
And it was a secret of who that was about. And then later on, even a year later, it was a big deal that she said it was about my sister and I. I'm like, she told us that.
She told us that over a steak.
We went, was it? Okay.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Can you pass the fries?
But she was really nice.
But she played songs.
She was great, actually. She was so easy to talk to.
Yeah.
Well, here's a little bit of it. Missy Higgins surprising Susie.
Hey, I'm Missy. I'm your surprise.
Surprise!
This is really awkward. What did you do? Don't worry, I feel awkward too. Did you get my letter? I did. I'm so sorry I didn't reply. Do you know, I've still got it in a box.
She's still got it.
I've still got it in a box in my garage. I know, I feel really bad. Do you know, I've got a box full of fan letters from like 10 years ago that I've never answered because it was just a really hectic time and I never answered anyone and I'm so sorry. It's really rude, I know.
So did she ever find that fan letter?
No, she hasn't got that fan letter.
She hasn't got it.
Oh, she did what you
I've
did and
got
just
it in
burnt them in the back of a property.
Yes.
Dug a hole.
I really offended her though. Remember when I said, you never wrote back to me? And she said, I didn't write back to anyone. And remember I said, but they were just plebs. And remember she was really... And I knew then that we would never be friends.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.